Hey Trackies, welcome back to another video here on TXT Track Time. Trackies, please remember to like the video and of course subscribe to the channel. Okay, Trackies, so yes, the heat is on, so never mind what I'm wearing, okay? Now, with that said, Trackies, Briana Williams, she placed fourth in the women's 100-meter finals at the Jamaican Senior Championship. Trackies, absolutely spectacular for her to place fourth and, book her spot on the team to the World Championships. So, of course, congratulations are in order to Briana Williams. But let's take things back a bit, Trackies, when it comes to Briana and her season, the expectations, and what, eventually transpired. Now, for us, when she, moved clubs to Titans, and of course, that was something we also called for. Oh, what did we say? Bye bye Otto or something. I don't remember. But yes, we had said it was time for Brianna to maybe find some place else to go. And she did. She decided to, along with her previous coach. They said it was always the plan actually. And they found, a good club in Jamaica, Titans, and that's where she calls her new home. So when we saw her in her background training trackies, we actually did a video saying, wow, this is, some kind of scary Brianna. And why did we think that trackies? Because honestly, when we saw her in the background training, it looked as though, this was something she never did before. We also did say, as it relates to muscle memory, we were assuming that, your body would, retain some of that even when you're going, into background training. So you wouldn't look like that. That was the thought process. So we said, listen, if Brianna was able to perform so well and she's never done this type of training in her life, just imagine what's going to happen to, this new Brianna that's, getting in this background training, this now endurance that she needs. We need that speed endurance towards the end of the race in the 100 meters. And, clearly that has been her issue where her form breaks, in that last 40 of the 100-meter race. Well, 30 to 40 of the 100-meter race. So, yes, we were excited. We're like, oh my gosh, we're going to be getting a crazy Brianna in the future. So, yes, we've had her eye on, we call her Princess Brianna in the streets. So, we've had her eye on this young princess here. So, in the outdoor season, we saw her, well, not outdoor, but indoor season. She did outdoor 60 trackies, and we were amazed. Again, her start was firing, and we were excited because we're like, yes, the start is starting. You know what I mean? Her epic starts, has always been, a trademark for her, but, it was really fine, and we're like, we're excited. Just imagine what's going to happen when she, merges that with the endurance that we're expecting to see towards the end of the race. Everything was just looking super fantastic for Brianna, right? But unfortunately, an injury struck. I guess that's the story for a lot of our athletes this season, and Brianna was no different. Injury literally took her out trackies. So as time was progressing, not gonna lie, I started to get nervous. I started to get worried because I'm like, it doesn't look like you'll be able to make it in time. I'm looking at your times. They're staying around the 11 tools. We don't see any kind of progression tracking. So I was really really nervous. But guess what? Brianna held her head down and she trained as hard as she could, considering all of the circumstances and everything that she was going through. And she whopped us with an 11:04. And we're like, hooray! Hallelujah! Brianna is back in business. Yes, we over here at TXT Track Time, we were excited. We're like, okay, Mama is gonna give us something at trials. I'm excited. Right? So of course, she heads on overseas and she also drops, an 11:04 over there, showing consistency. And we love consistency. And Trakish, she was also facing a few things, over there. So even though we were looking to get a faster time, based on what I'm hearing was transpiring, I understand, what was going on with her. And just imagine she was still able to give us an 11:04, considering, that boded well for what was supposed to come. And again, the excitement didn't stop for us here at TXT Track Time. Again, we're always cheering on the athletes. So I was looking forward to see Brianna come out at the championships and do something again spectacular. Unfortunately, trackies, Brianna Williams, as you guys know by now, or should know by now, she has recently released a statement. And a week leading into the championships trackies, she suffered, a major setback again. Trackies, we got this information, I think, right after the women's 100-meter finals, if not the next day. But honestly, when we heard what she was going through, yeah, TXT Track Time, it wasn't our story to tell. So even though, so many days have passed, we've been waiting to hear, Brianna Williams say something before we spoke on it, right? So yes, she faced a major setback, Trackies. And, she herself said, at that moment, you'd ask yourself, why me? You know what I mean? But she toughed it out, right? Leading in a few days before the championships, she also, gained a little confidence to say, all right, here what? I'm going to go out there and I'm going to deliver the best I have on this day. I'm still going to fight. I'm a fighter, right? Run by run, Trackies transpired. She progressed. Great. And then of course, she made it to the finals. Shaki, she was placed in lane 8. Now, for me, Shaki is based on the type of athlete that Brianna Williams is, the center of the track, in my opinion, towards, where all the fire is a perfect spot for her. But she was placed on the outside Shakis. And she got the worst start I think I've ever seen Brianna get. I'm gonna have to go and rewatch all her races, but I swear this is possibly the worst start I've seen her get Shakis. So yes, she was behind the 8 ball Trackies in the 100-meter women's final. But she did not give up. She fought and fought and fought Trackies and clawed her way, to a fourth place spot, barely missing the team and, of course, running a season's best 11.01 seconds. Trackies, to me, absolutely phenomenal when you consider the setback that she faced just a week out from the championships to come and place fourth Trackies in this team or in this race. Trackies to us is absolutely phenomenal. So yes, Brianna has earned her spot on the team, and that's the relay pool to represent Jamaica come World Championships in Budapest. Trackies, athletes have been facing major setbacks, but I believe, you know, when they come out and they step to the line with all of the setbacks that they've been facing, it really tells you, the type of person that these athletes are. They're fighters. They still decide to step to the line 100% or not and give their absolute best that they have to give, sorry, on the day. So yes, Brianna came out and she gave the best she had on that day, and that best, was able to land her a spot on the team. And we're excited. Now, trackies, moving forward, she has a little bit over a month, right? You know what that means? I'm expecting, as long as there are no further setbacks, trackies, I'm expecting Brianna, to be much faster as she gets to that world championships. And trackies, again, she's also, I talked about her moving to Titans. She's also going through a transitional period, trackies, where her body is breaking down. Now, that's my assumption when I think about all the injuries that I've heard these athletes facing, especially the athletes that made, the transition recently. Their bodies are now getting acclimatized to the new training setup. So, yes, Trackie, she faced a lot this season, but she fought and she toughed it out and she made the team. So I'm happy for her. But this bodes well, for the future. Again, I did say, the injuries came this season. Next year is the Olympic season. Your body is going to be stronger, a little bit more used to what you're doing. Let's see what a fit Brianna will be able to do. I'm absolutely excited. But you know what? We're not going to jump the gun. We're going to focus on, the immediate. And the immediate is, World Championships. I'm excited to see her run on that relay. A lot of people possibly want to see her, either in the finals or they want to see her, running the heat. Either way, Trackies, I'm just excited to see Brianna run. Anyway, sound off in the comment section below and let me know your thoughts. What did you think about Brianna's season and her actually still being able to pull off, a spot on the team? Like the video and subscribe. I'll catch you in the next one.